Good morning. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. I am here at 220 North Plymouth Boulevard in Los Angeles, and I am preparing to perform a video examination of the main sewer line here on the property for Noah Fisher. Now, the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping that is exterior to the structure. It lies underground and connects the building drain line system to the public sewer. The building drain line system then is the portion or portions of the waste drainage piping that would be underneath or interior to the structure. Our examination today is not focused on the building drain line system, so if further evaluation is desired regarding the building drain line system, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drain line video examination can be set through our office. So the situation here is another sewer line inspection company was out here to examine this line previously and wasn't able to get all the way through the system and recommended a clean-out access be installed. And unfortunately they were unable to get back out here in the time frame that was required, so our office was contacted to perform the remainder of the examination. So basically what we're going to do here is we're going to drop in through this new cleanout that's been installed down here by the sidewalk. It's to the right of the driveway. Now the line apparently is coming up the left side of the structure and comes across, jogs down, and then runs along the driveway to this point. Now from here, with this two-way access, I'll be able to push back about 15 feet or so, up near the top of the driveway here where it meets the walkway heading towards the front door. Go ahead and push it back that way first. What I'm getting at here essentially is that from here we're not going to see the entire line, but that section has been examined already by the other organization, and their recommendations, while I have not seen them, I'm speculating that they're recommending that this original cast iron piping is at the end of its useful service life and should be considered for upgrades soon. The cast iron piping commonly had a service life expectancy in the 70 to 80 year range. Unfortunately, we just got the camera too mucked up here to be able to see it very clearly, so we'll go ahead and refer to that report for any findings in that section down to this point. And we'll take a look at the remainder of the system here. Wipe off the camera lens again and drop in and run in the other direction. This may be a situation where I have to push out the city sewer to clean off the camera. I don't have access to the interior of the house today to be able to run water to clean off the camera lens. Alright, so as we drop in now heading up towards the sidewalk, we're going to push out a couple of feet, and cast iron changes to a clay pipe from here. It's a 6-inch clay pipe. It's going to run out to the city sewer. I think I'm going to go ahead and just run through this real fast, wash the camera off in the city sewer, and we'll examine it backwards. I just can't see anything with the debris buildup on the lens right now. Alright, that's better. So here's our city connection, about 35 feet or so from our cleanout access. Now, what we're looking at here is a 6-inch vitrified clay piping. This is a very common piping material for main sewer line systems, and typically in the city of Los Angeles, it's the only thing you're going to see that's approved currently. Now, these clay pipe materials, they do have a long service life expectancy. These are natural material type of pipe, so they're less likely to deteriorate underground like those cast iron materials, but they are fairly brittle in nature and do have a higher potential for damage during seismic activity or earthquakes. So we're looking specifically for any significant cracks or breaks, significant separations or offsets at these connections or joints, anything that could be considered a compromise to the integrity of the pipe. Now here we're starting to see some roots intruding at this joint. It's a fairly common condition in these older clay pipes. Normally, root intrusions at the joint areas we're suggesting can be maintained with regular sewer line cleanings. It's when they're left unmaintained for extended periods that they can create blockages in the system or potentially damage a pipe. This looks kind of like remnant roots. Potentially there was some sort of a cleaning done recently. You are seeing a little bit of chipping starting to occur around the end of this one pipe section where the two pieces connect together. I don't see that that's a break necessarily, but it is something that is certainly worth monitoring. The way these pipes are put together, this first piece slides inside a belled out section of the next pipe piece, and that overlap is several inches, 3 or 4 inches, so little chips like this isn't really something I would consider a compromise to the integrity of the pipe. Another example of some root intrusions at a joint area here. Certainly not significant, but definitely these will worsen, these will continue to grow, and if left unmaintained they can create blockages in the system, and they can also damage the pipe. And again, some minor roots. Looks like some stress cracking here in this area. This pipe section here looks like it does have some cracking starting. If you look here along the let me see if that's a crack or a root. No, that looks like a root hanging down. Well, there's definitely some stress on this area, but not a real significant situation. Certainly something that could be handled by a lining system or something of that nature, which might be a good idea when upgrades to this original cast iron piping are done. Spend a few more $1,000s to rehabilitate that line under the street so that you don't have to start digging up broken sections down the road. Alright, here's that 4-inch cast iron again. You see it's in pretty poor condition, and I'm going to go ahead and speculate here that the remainder of the system, based on what we've seen, is the same, but for the recommendations for that upper section of the system, I would refer you back to the original sewer inspection report. Alright, so basically the 6-inch clay lateral pipe under the street connects the system to the public sewers, and generally pretty satisfactory condition, is exhibiting situations that are pretty common. Some root intrusions at the joints, some stress cracking, but again, one may want to consider some sort of rehabilitation method of that section when the 4-inch cast iron pipe is upgraded. And that's an option that should be discussed with the sewer contractor coming out to perform the upgrades. Alright, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video portion of the examination for today. Please do refer to my written report for a description of the final findings and recommendations. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much, and have a pleasant day.